Welcome to Grad Guidance, career tips and tools for graduate students. I'm your host, Allie Irk, Associate Director of Graduate Student Career Development at Lehigh University. We'll be discussing building connections in your field with Vamseedhara Vemuri, a PhD student in the PC Rossin College of Engineering and Applied Science in the Materials Science and Engineering program. Welcome to Grad Guidance. I'm Allie Irk. Today, our guest is Vamseedhara Vemuri, who will be talking about building professional connections in your field. Welcome.
Hey, Ali. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks so much for being here. Developing connections in your chosen field is important because it provides the opportunity to gain insights into your industry. It offers opportunities for mentoring, and it is also a chance to learn more about potential roles and employers of interest. And so I know that you are involved in the Materials Science and Engineering Student Networking Committee and interested to learn more about your involvement and how that's helping you to build industry connections. So if you would introduce yourself and then share a little bit about your experience and any tips that you have to share.
So I'm Vamsi. As Ali said, I'm from Material Science and Engineering Department. I'm in currently fourth year of my PhD program. So we recently started Student Networking Committee that's totally students. And what we usually do is we try to look for seminar speakers that are related to material science and engineering, could be from various disciplines. And we started inviting them and to give a talk. So we had two speakers. The first speaker was Ali. She shared all the Career Center resources with us, and it was eye-opening because we didn't know most of it before. So the second speaker was also from industry. He's basically doing electrical materials, so materials that are related to electronic science and engineering. So that was really good. So by staying in Student Networking Committee, what we do is we try to organize seminars and try to organize networking events where we try to build relationships with alumni that have passed out, not recently, but at least like 5-6 years ago. So we are going to have a networking event that's going to be on 8th of April. And we are looking forward to host at least 12 alumni right now, and it might go up to 15. So they're working in different fields of material science and engineering. Their work is related to sometimes biomaterials and electronic materials, and then basic metallurgy and stuff dealing with steels. So yeah, that's what we're looking forward to. So we are trying to have some kind of communication between the current grad students and the alumni so that we could better understand what are the career prospects, what the job opportunities look like, and also just to have a communication going between like the alumni and the students.
Excellent. Well, I think it's wonderful that you're creating these opportunities to create connections and to be able to get more information and learn more about career paths. When you think about some of these events, what are some of the benefits you think about being involved in these types of events?
So it really helps me understand, it really helps me understand what the current scenario is. Like outside, when I'm trying to build these events, the first thing I learn is, like something which is not taught in the research. That's like some administrative stuff that would be helpful for me after grad school. And the second thing that I think would benefit me is to build connections with the people that we are inviting and also with the alumni. So I know that there will be a lot of people interacting with the alumni, but since we are the core committee members, I think we'll have first-hand interaction with the people that are coming, the seminar speakers or the alumni. I think that will be one of the benefits here.
I think that's fantastic to have those connections forming. And what do you see as some ways to connect beyond the event with maybe some of the individuals who are going to be at some of these seminar functions and events?
So you mean like how do we communicate other than these events? Yeah, we reach out to them by email or LinkedIn. We think LinkedIn is the best way to reach out to the seminar speakers. But we also found Lehigh Connects where we can talk to the alumni. That was really helpful in finding at least 4 or 5 alumni, which we then find using LinkedIn or like any other sources. So it was really helpful connecting them by these two sources.
I think that's great that you're using tools like Lehigh Connects and LinkedIn to really form these connections, and then having these events gives all the students within your department access and opportunities to ask questions, to build connections. I think that's really important. I'm also wondering too, what would you say to maybe some other departments who don't have a student networking committee yet, but maybe departments who are interested in having a student networking committee form? What tips or advice would you give to them?
There would always be some people who are proactive in extracurricular activities. So it would be nice to maybe reach out to the students. And the first step would be to form a body of students, at least 3 or 4 people. Then from there, it would be beneficial to conduct small surveys within the student body to see where the interests are, what kind of seminar speakers they want to invite, or what is the current interest, what kind of talks do they want to attend to. From there, it would be beneficial to connect to people on Lehigh Connects or LinkedIn and just try to cold email them to see if they are interested in coming for a seminar. And then that's the first step, I guess. I think departmental head should also be involved in starting a student networking committee, because in our case, our head of the department, Professor Mizulek, he reached out to some of the students, and that's how it started.
Wonderful when you can collaborate together with faculty in your department, with other students. I think it really makes for, awesome opportunities and events. So I appreciate you sharing that. I think one of the things is graduate students are really busy. So I think building it in within your department, maybe within times that you meet and connect already as a department to talk about these types of professional development opportunities are valuable.
Yeah. So we as a networking committee we used to meet once every 2 weeks. But now, since our event is coming close, we meet once every week for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And I think that's enough. So we try to do some works in our free time too, but just to discuss what to do, it's good to meet at least once a week, I guess.
Yeah, I think this is an activity that I think not only benefits the individuals on the committee, but really your entire department.
Yeah.
Offering these types of events, I really do think it's extremely essential to focus some time on building connections in your industry, which is helpful along the way. So not kind of thinking kind of at the end of your doctoral program about starting to develop those, but I think all the way through your graduate program. What an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, I think it would have been really beneficial for me if I started this in second year, third year, but nevertheless, it started. So it would be beneficial for the new incoming graduate students in our department. So because it's already started and they'll have some resources in place.
I agree. I think it's never too early to get started. I think you learn so much along the way, and you have so much insights to gain, but also to offer. I think in these kind of connections, right? You have a lot to offer as well as to learn. So I think it's wonderful. I appreciate all of the tips that you shared and sharing a little bit about the benefits of your involvement. I think it's great for other students to hear about that.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thanks for giving me the opportunity, Ali.
Well, thank you so much for being here. It's been really wonderful talking about this topic with you, and I know many students will just have these exciting opportunities because of the great work that's been begun within your department. So thanks again.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope that this benefits a lot of student community in our department, and yeah, thank you.
Here are some tips for building connections in your field in graduate school. To get started, tap into the Lehigh Alumni Network using Lehigh Connects and LinkedIn. Consider developing a student networking committee within your graduate department by taking the following steps. Talk to your advisor and other department faculty. Identify interested students in your graduate program to collaborate with. Conduct a survey to gather students' feedback. Reach out to alumni in different roles to be seminar speakers. Organize department-focused networking events. Maintain connections with alumni who participate in events. You'll find these benefits. You'll get to hear from alumni in different roles and companies. Form connections with alumni and leverage mentoring relationships. gain industry-specific insights and understand the current job market, and expand your professional network while in graduate school.